I remember the night you stood in the doorway. Your fists were curled, your voice was raw. You were fighting with your father about nothing, but you fought like it was the last war. I stood behind you like a shadow, holding your coat, holding my tongue. Like that was love, being the quiet one, being the one who never won. But then I saw you with her at a party I wasn't invited to, was shouting at the bouncer like his rules were made for you. And I realized in that moment, the fire I've been tending's just the embers of your anger, not the flame I was defending. I was never the one you fought for, never the hill you die upon. I was the peace you came home to after all your wars were done. I was the heart but not the battle, the silence, not the gun. I was never the one you fought for. You'd fight for parking spaces, for the last slice of the pie. You'd argue with your brother over things that made you cry. You'd fight the world for strangers, for opinions you defend. But when it came to us, you'd already reached the end before we began. In the kitchen with the dishes sink, would you fight for me like that? And you didn't even blink. You said we don't need to fight, and I thought that was the sign that we were strong and steady behind everyone else who cared to defend. I was never the one you fought for, never the hill you died upon. I was the peace you came home to after all your wars were done. I was the heart but not the battle, the silence, not the gun. I was never the one you fought for, I was just the one you ran from. I don't blame you for not fighting. Sometimes peace is what we need, but I needed to be worth the noise. I needed to be the seed of something worth the struggle, of something worth the stand. To everyone but me, and I understand that I was not the prize. I was just the consolation prize, the easy choice, the soft voice, the one who wouldn't criticize, the one who held the door, the one who swept the floor, the one who waited up while you never asked. You didn't scream at what I said. I'm not looking for a battle, I'm not looking for a war, but I'm finally the one I'm fighting for, I'm finally the one I'm fighting for. I was never the one you fought for, but that doesn't mean I'm weak, it means I was waiting for an argument. One scream, one tear, one leave. I was never the one you fought for, now I'm the one who found the strength to walk away without a single word. Cause the one who never heard the quiet in my soul that screamed, please see me. I found your sweater in the hallway, the one you wore the day you left. I held it up to my face like a child, trying to breathe in words of something I can't name. Lavender and cigarette regret. I folded slow, put in a box with the things I haven't thrown out yet. I'm making a list of everything you left behind by accident. But nothing you left was accidental, was it? That's the evidence. I'm taking inventory of a ghost, counting all the things you didn't take. Your toothbrush in the cup, your keys on the hook, your books on the shelf, your ring on the sill. Every object is a wound I can't fill. I'm taking inventory of a ghost, and I'm finding out how much it cost to love someone who was already lost. Your coffee mug is still in the sink with the stain of your last drink. I wash it every morning, dry it slow, then put it back. I don't know why. Maybe I'm saving a place for you, like a museum of your lies. Or maybe I'm just cataloging the way the heart breaks from the inside. I found a note you wrote in a book, a grocery list, a half-made plan. You never meant to finish anything. Not me, not this, not the man. I'm taking inventory of a ghost, counting all the things you didn't take. Your toothbrush in the cup, your keys on the hook, 14 pairs of mismatched socks, a ticket stub from the movie we saw, the one where the lovers talked and talked about forever, but forever didn't last. Now I'm holding the receipt for a ring that you never put on your hand, and I realize as I label each this in warning, this is accounting for a ghost that has no claim, and every box I leave alone, so I'm taking inventory of a ghost, and I'm sealing all the boxes tight, and I'm sealing all the boxes tight, not to forget you, not to keep you, but to finally let the inventory be the last thing I write. I'm taking inventory of a ghost, to love in what was never even a ghost. Now I'm ready to sleep. You always had a way with words, said them like you meant everyone. Your voice would drop down an octave when you knew you'd already won. You'd whisper sweet nothings in my ear, and I'd fall for every note, because you sang your lies like lullabies, and I was the fool who wrote the melody in my head that you never really played. I should have heard the dissonance, the chord that didn't ring true, but you tuned your lies so perfectly, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know the key you sang in was the key of goodbye, and the harmony you promised me was just a beautiful lie. Lie to me in the key of D, the saddest key, the saddest me. Play me the chords you know I'll believe, sing me the words that make me grieve, but don't stop, keep the song alive, but don't stop, keep going. True words keep the song alive, because the truth is sharp, the truth is a knife. Lie to me in the key of D, oh, it's the only key that sets me free. You said forever in a major chord, but your actions were a minor fall. I was listening to the bridge you built with your tongue and your perfect pitch, but the bridge was made of paper, rich with the knowledge of your game, of the way you played my heart like a piano with broken keys that you knew from the very start. I've been playing our song on a loop, trying to find where you went wrong. The melody was never mine, I was just the backing all along. You were the solo, you were the star, and I was the rhythm for your bar eyes. Then you left me in your sorrow, so I'll write my own song now in a key you never knew, in the key of my own survival. And it won't sound anything like you, it won't be sweet, it won't be smooth, it'll be raw and out of tune, but it'll be mine, and it'll be true. Lie to me in the key of D. One last time from memory, play the song you always play, the one that made me stay and stay. But I'm changing the station, I'm turning the page, I'm done with your beautiful musical rage. Lie to me in the key of D, but I won't listen, no, not me. I've learned the key of my own sound, and I'm not coming back around. Lie to me in the key of D. Your song is done, and I am free. Lie to me in the key of D. Don't need your symphony. The house doesn't feel so empty now, or maybe I just got used to the sound of my own footsteps on the creaking floor, of my own voice echoing from door to door. I don't turn around when I hear a noise, I don't expect to see your face. The ghost has become a companion in this quiet hollow space. I used to run from the silence, used to fill it with anything I could. Now I sit in the middle of it, and I find it's not so bad, it's good. I'm living with the echo, but the echo is my own. It doesn't sound like you now, it sounds like I've grown. It bounces off the walls I built from the rubble of your goodbye, and every time it comes back to me, it sounds a little more like I am going to be alright. I'm living with the echo, and it's finally sounding right. It's the sound of my own breathing, the rhythm of my own heart. The echo's not your voice anymore, It's the art of a brand new cabinet. For months I couldn't play a single track, but last week I put on your favorite. I heard your voice in the harmony, but I heard my own in the lead, and I realized the eyes, the echo, I was just the echo of a need. I used to think the echo was a curse, a reminder of what I lost, but the echo is just a reflection of the bridge I had to cross. And on the other side of the bridge is a version of me that's whole, who doesn't need your resonance to feel like he has a soul. I'm living with the echo, but the echo is my own. It doesn't sound like you now, it sounds like I've grown. It bounces off the walls I built from the rubble of your goodbye. And every time it comes back to me, it sounds a little more like I am going to be alright. I'm living with the echo, and it's finally sounding right. I walked through every room last night and I called out your name just to hear how it would sound in the silence of the frame. It sounded like a stranger, it sounded like a lie, it sounded like a chapter that I finally closed my eyes on. So I called out my own name and the echo came back clear, and I stood there in the hallway, the fear that I would always be the second voice in the room. Now I'm the only voice and the echo is my bloom. I'm living with the echo, it's the sound of my survival, it's the sound of being free. It doesn't ask for answers, it just repeats the truth. I know that I'm learning how to fly in the space you left behind. I'm living with the echo, and I'm finally finding right. It's not your ghost who survived the sound of goodbye. The sheets are still pulled to your side, I haven't moved them out of spite. Your pillow still holds that hollow shape, like a mouth that forgot how to say my name. The moonlight cuts across the floor, a cold line I can't ignore. Where your legs used to tangle with mine, now there's just empty space and time. I reach for you in my sleep, my hand falls through the deep, and I wake up gasping for a shore that isn't there anymore. Our bed is an island now, drifting further every night. No bridge, no boat, no way back down, just shipwrecked in the sheets we share. Tide comes in and I don't care. Our bed is an island now, and I'm the only one left there. I count the cracks in the ceiling paint, like rosary beads for a dying saint. The radiator hisses your name, but it sounds the same as the falling rain. I used to fall asleep to your breath, now I fall asleep to the fear of death. Not the dying kind, the living kind, the one that leaves you still behind. I turn to tell you something small, but there's no one there at all, and the silence is a rising tide, pulling me outside. Our bed is an island now, drifting further every night. No bridge, no boat, no way back down, just shipwrecked in the sheets we share. Tide comes in and I don't care. Our bed is an island now, and I'm the only one left there. I mapped your body on this mattress, every curve, every scar, every latitude. Now the map is useless, the continent is gone, and I'm floating on the proof that two people can lie inches apart and still be worlds away if you left the world completely. And I'm still here, betraying the day. Our bed is an island now, slowly sinking, I allow. No one's coming with a rope, just the ghost of your hope. I'll build a raft out of my regret, paddle till my arms forget that islands learn to stay, and I'm learning alone. I found an old recorder in the closet, buried under sweaters you got. Pressed play and heard the hiss of nothing, just the ghost of what we were not. I used to tape our conversations, thought I'd keep them safe and sound. Now all that's left is interference and the crackle of a love that drowned. I rewind to find the good parts, but the tape is wearing thin. Every word I thought was golden was just noise I let sink in. I'm playing back the static because it's all you left behind. The white noise of your promises is easier than your goodbye. I'm searching for a signal in the wreckage, and I'm playing back the static, 'cause it's all I under. Static is the only thing that still feels like your hand. I recorded every I love you, like a collector of the rare. Now they sound like distant weather, like a storm that wasn't there. Your voice cuts in and out like bad reception. 1 second warm, the next is cold. I keep adjusting the antenna, but your frequency is getting old. I wanna hear the truth somewhere, bury the fuzz, but the more I turn the volume up, the less I know it was. I'm playing back the static because it's all you left behind. The white noise of your promises is easier than your goodbye. I'm searching for a signal in the wreckage, and I'm playing back the static, 'cause it's all I under. Static is the only thing that still feels like your hand. Maybe the static was the truth all along, the distortion that gaps the spacious made. Maybe the silence between the words told more than smiling faces. I was tuning in to a frequency that was never really there. Just the hum of my own hoping and the hiss of my despair. So I let the tape keep running till the reel runs out of breath, and I realize I've been listening to the noise inside my head. I'm playing back the static, and I'm finally letting go, not searching for the meaning in the undertow. The static wasn't you, it all was me, refusing to see that some's the loudest answer is the one that sets you free. I'm playing back the static, but I'm learning to turn it down. The silence of the static is the quietest sound I found. Found them in the back of my closet, behind the winter coats you left behind. A shoebox with a faded logo, holding pieces of a fractured timeline. Your smile in a sunbeam from a rooftop, your hand holding mine on a pier. The flash was bright, the colors faded, but the feelings are still clear, so painfully clear. I shuffle through them like a deck of cards, trying to find the one where we made sense. But every image is a contradiction, beautiful frozen pretense. Polaroids in a shoebox, slices of a life we lied about. The chemistry was just a lie, the joy was just a shattered shout. I'm holding proof of something that never was. Polaroids in a shoebox are the only love we've got, and they're slowly fading to dust. There's one of you sleeping on my shoulder, on a Greyhound bus to somewhere south. Your eyelashes caught the window light, and I remembered from that same trip a diner at midnight. You laughed at the ketchup on my sleeve. I thought we'd take a million more, that was the last one we conceived, the last one I'd receive. I keep them in order by the month, but them blur into each other, like the ink on the back where I wrote the date. The handwriting of a younger brother, didn't know the ending yet. Polaroids in a shoebox, slices of a life we lied about. The chemistry was just a lie, the joy was just a shattered shout. I'm holding proof of something that never was. Polaroids in a shoebox are the only love we've got, and they're slowly fading to dust. I used to look at them and cry because because of what I lost. Now I look at them and wonder what the cost was worth Ramon. We pose for every picture, but we never learned the game of staying in the room. The camera was our language, but the silence was our doom. So I take out the oldest one, the day we met at the fair, and I tear in half, because you're not there, you're not anywhere in the life I'm living now, without a lens, without a vow. Polaroids in a shoebox, I'm burning them one by one. Now we're just paper and dye, ready to say goodbye to the Polaroids in a shoebox. I'm keeping just one, the one with no one in it, just the sky and the sun, because the sky remembers nothing and the sun never lies. And that empty Polaroid is the only thing survives. Polaroids in a shoebox, they don't mean anything anymore. The bulb is still burning on the front step. I told myself change it yesterday, but some habits are harder than heartbreak, and some lights just refuse to fade away. The moths are dancing in the amber glow, like they're waiting for something to. They don't know you're not coming home, they just know the light is true. I used to leave it on for you, so you'd find your way in the dark. Now I leave it on for me, so I don't have to see the park where we used to walk at midnight, where you told me I was the one. Now the porch light is a witness to everything we've undone. The porch light is still on, like a fool who doesn't know that the one it's shining for let go so long ago. Keep it burning through the rain, through the power outages and pain. The porch light is still on, 'cause turning it off wouldn't mean I finally believe you're gone, and I'm not ready for that song. The neighbors probably think I'm crazy, a house that glows all through the night, a man who can't accept the ending, who's afraid of his own light. But they don't know the ritual of walking up those steps alone, and the way the porch light used to welcome a love that was a home. I bought a timer once last summer to automate the pain away, but I couldn't program the heart to forget the hour you'd stay. The porch light is still on, like a fool who doesn't know that the one it's shining for let go so long ago. Keep it burning through the rain, I keep it burning through the rain, through the porch light is still on, 'cause turning it off will keep it burning through the rain, through the power outages and pain. The porch light is still on, 'cause turning it off wouldn't mean I finally believe you're gone, and I'm not ready for that song. There's a metaphor in the wire, something about current and flow, but the truth is the wiring is faulty and the fuse is about to blow. I've been running on a generator of hope that stopped long ago, and the porch light is just a symbol, the entrance to my life. Now it's just a door with my head down, I'm crushing all the doubt. Let the stars do what they can, but it was just a placeholder for a plan. So I'm first timing it off, and I'm crushing all the doubt. Let the star used to park where your shadow used to hide. Porch light is still on, but tonight I'm walking out for the first time in a year, is the only thing that's clear. The porch light is still on, but I'm not standing underneath. I'm walking into without night, and I'm finally letting the porch light, and I'm finally letting the porch light be the goodbye it was always meant to be, not a welcome that knew its time. Porch light is still on, but I'm already gone. The mattress is a continent I never learned to map. I sleep on the edge like a cliff diver, too scared to look back. Your side is still untouched, like a museum of your shape. I trace the indentation where your body used to wait. I spread my arms like a drowning man, but there's no one to hold. The sheets are cold as winter, and I'm getting old. Getting old in this bed where we said we'd grow young. I'm sinking in a king-size frame, built for two, but I'm the only name. Every inch is a memory I can't reclaim. I'm going down in the bed where we built our town. Now the pillows are my only sound, and the blankets are my grave. I'm sinking in a used to knock against the wall when we made love like we'd never fall. Now it's silent as a chapel on a Tuesday afternoon. I lie still as a statue, waiting for the moon to bring your shadow back to me. But the moon is just a light that shows me all the empty space I'm trying to fill with night. I count the threads in the duvet cover, like prayers I forgot to say. The fabric holds your scent, but it's fading day by day. And I'm fading too into the cotton and the down. I'm sinking in a king-size frame, built for two, but I'm the only name. Every inch is a memory I can't reclaim. I'm going down in the bed where we built our town. Now the pillows are my only sound, and the blankets are my grave. I'm sinking a king-size frame. What do you do with a bed that's too big? Do you cut it in half with a knife? Do you burn it and start over? Or do you just live with the life of a ghost that takes up more room, of a ghost that takes up more room than the body ever did? I used to feel safe in this frame, now I feel like a kid. When Oz apartment scream, and I'm letting go of fear, and I'm letting you don't hear. No, but you don't free, man. I'm letting go of fear, man. I'm letting go of fear. Because the bottom of this bed is where I finally understand that the frame was big enough to hold a love that wasn't planned. I'm sinking in place, I'm sinking in the bed where we began. I'm sinking in a king-size frame, and I'm making in myself a man who can sleep in the middle for the very first time, in a bed that's just mine. The clock is glowing like a warning, 3 digits burning in the dark. I've been staring at the ceiling since the last dog stopped to bark. My phone is cold against my palm. I scroll through pictures I shouldn't see. Your face flickers in the brightness, and it's killing me so quietly. I type your name 100 times, then delete it like a crime. I wanna call, I wanna scream, but it's 3 a.m. and I'm not worth the time. The blue light of 3 a.m. is the loneliest shade I know. It paints the room in your absence, and it won't let me go. I'm wide awake in the aftermath of a love that 3 a.m.s is the hour when the heart attacks, and I'm not coming back, coming back. The television's on but silent, just a glow without a sound. When you were still around, I watched the shadows stretch and bend across the head used to rest. And I wonder if you're sleeping somewhere with your head on someone else's chest. I check your socials like a habit, like a wound I keep repulling. You posted a photo at sunset, and I'm here in the dark, not sleeping. The blue light of 3 a.m. is the loneliest shade I know. It paints the room in your absence, and it won't let me go. I'm wide awake in the aftermath of a love that's get to 3s. 3 years we spent together, 3 seasons of our back coming back. There's a science to insomnia when you know you change your mind, and the clock ticks like a metronome for a song that's out of tune. I'm writing verses to the ceiling while the rest of the world slips through the ritual of grieving at the hour that's covered me. But even in the quiet, when the blue light starts to dim, I still feel you in the afterglow, still reach out for your skin. But the blue light of 3 a.m. is just a scream without a soul, and I'm learning how to be alone at the hour it fades to gray. The blue light of 3 a.m. for my own sweet 3 a.m. I'll survive you in the end, but tonight I'll let you in. I was dusting the shelf in the dining room, the one your grandmother gave us, when my elbow caught the edge of a plate and I watched it fall like a promise. It didn't shatter, it didn't break, just a hairline fracture, thin and white, like the one ran through our marriage that we pretended wasn't there in the light. I ran my finger along the seam, felt the rough where it used to be smooth, and I thought about all the things we fixed and all the things we had to prove. But some things can't be glued back right, some cracks just grow in the night. The crack in the china is the crack in our home. It held the tea we poured together, now it holds a cold alone. Now it holds a cold alone. I tried to fill it with my finger, tried to smooth it with my thumb, but tried to smooth it with my thumb. But the crack in the china is where the light gets in and where the love comes undone. We had a set of 12, now there are 10. Too broken the move, you said it didn't matter, but I remember the one you dropped when you told me your heart was shattering. I swept it up, I threw it out, but I kept a shard in my coat pocket like a relic of the moment. Now every meal I eat alone is served on a plate with a flaw, and I eat around the damage like I'm trying to ignore the way you used to set the table with precision. The way you used to set the table with precision and with grace when you walked out of this place. The crack in the china is the crack in our home. It held the tea we poured together, now it holds a cold alone. Now it holds a cold alone. I tried to fill it with my finger, tried to smooth it with my thumb, but tried to smooth it with my thumb. But the crack in the china is where the light gets in and where the love comes undone. I took the plate to a craftsman in a shop downtown. He said I could fill it with make it sound, make it beautiful, the art of repair, of honoring the break. But I said no, leave it as it is, because the gold would be a lie, a gilded cover for the scar. And I spent too long covering up what we really are. We are broken, we are fractured. I'm not looking for repair, I'm looking for a farewell. The crack in the china is no longer a crack in my heart, it's a robot of the damage, and I've memorized every part. The crack in the china is I'm keeper of my soul, not to remember you're myself. The someone who survived the bell, someone who survived the break, who crack in the china is mine now. It's the only thing you left me that I don't wanna crack. Crack in the china and it shines like a river. In the middle of the night I run my finger down the seam. The crack in the china is just a crack in the rain of a love comes undone. You called at 11:47, said the traffic was a mess. I heard the quiet in the background and I knew you weren't upset. You were using that soft voice, the one you say for strangers on the phone. And I sat there in the kitchen, letting ice melt on my own. I wanted to be wrong so badly, I held my breath and let you speak, but your words were just a reflex and your silence was the leak. That was the last time I believed you, the last time I let your sorry sound like truth. I felt the floor drop out beneath me, but I still nodded on the roof. That was the last time I believed you, not the first time you broke your word, but the last time I let the lie land soft and go unheard. You said you'd be home by midnight, said you missed the way I sleep, but I counted all the heartbeats in the space between your teeth, and I knew you were already gone. You were just too kind to leave. So I drew a bath and I sat in it and let the water grieve. I wanted to be wrong so badly, I traced your name across the steam, but a promise is a promise only if you mean the thing you mean. And I don't blame you for the falling, I blame me for the catch, for turning every red light into green inside my head. You gave me every warning, wrapped in velvet and in chrome, and I chose to call it music when it was just a dial tone. That was the last time I believed you, the last time I let your sorry sound like truth. I felt the floor drop out beneath me, but I still nodded on the roof. That was the last time I believed you. Now I don't wait up anymore. The last time I believed you was the first time I locked the door. The hallway doesn't echo anymore. It used to bounce your laugh off the walls. Now it just swallows my footsteps whole, like a mouth with nothing left to call. The stairs don't creak the way they used to when you run down two at a time. Now they groan like an old man's bones, carrying just me and my wasted time. I've mapped every sound this place can make, the fridge hum, the pipes, the settling floor. But the loudest thing in this house right now is the silence you left at the door. I hear you in the quietest parts of the house, in the space between the ticking and the mouse, in the breath I hold when I think I hear your key, in the hush of the rooms that still wait for thee. The quietest parts of the house are screaming your name to me. The quietest parts of the house are the loudest I'll ever be. The living room is a museum of stillness. The couch holds the shape of your spine. The rug has a stain from the white you said you'd always be mine. I vacuumed it twice, I scrubbed with soap, but the memory won't come clean. It's like your ghost is woven in the fibers of everything I've ever seen. I turn on the radio just for noise, but even the music sounds wrong. Every song is about leaving, and I've been listening too long. I hear you in the quietest parts of the house, in the space between the ticking and the mouse, in the breath I hold when I think I hear your key, in the hush of the rooms that still wait for thee. The quietest parts of the house are screaming your name to me. The quietest parts of the house are the loudest I'll ever be. There's a corner in the kitchen where the sunlight hits at noon. You used to stand there drinking coffee and hum a wordless tune. Now the sunlight is just sunlight and the corner's just a space, but I still see your silhouette when the light hits that certain place. And the silence in that corner is thicker than the air. It holds your absence like a prayer that no one's there to hear. I've learned to make it my friends. I'm not holding my breath for a visit. The quietest parts of the house are where the heartbreak never ends. I hear you in the quietest parts of the house, but tonight I scream your name anymore. They whisper mine, and I'm fine with the quiet behind the house, or where I'm learning to live. Not with your ghost, not with regret, but with the silence I forgive. The quietest parts of the house are not empty anymore. They're filled with me, and I am free to close the quiet door. I still hear you in the morning when the kettle starts to scream. A phantom echo in the kitchen, a ghost in the steam. You used to hum off key and off beat while I poured the coffee black. Now the quiet is so heavy, I can't lift it off my back. I play old voicemails like a ritual, 3 seconds of your laugh, but the silence after you hang up is the cruelest epitaph. This is the space where your voice used to be. It's getting louder than you were to me. I fill it with noise, I fill it with TV, but nothing sounds like you, nothing sounds like we. This is the space where your voice used to live. Now it's just a wound I can't forgive. Not for leaving, not for the lie, but for taking the sound when you said goodbye. I talk to you in empty rooms, like a prayer with no one home. I narrate my whole day, the walls, so I don't feel so alone. But the walls don't answer back, and the floors don't know your name. And I keep making conversation with a ghost that never came. I remember how you'd say my name like it meant something true. Now I say it to the mirror and it sounds like someone new. This is the space where your voice used to be. It's getting louder than you were to me. I fill it with noise, I fill it with TV, but nothing sounds like you, nothing sounds like we. This is the space where your voice used to live. Now it's just a wound I can't forgive. Not for leaving, not for the lie, but for taking the sound when you said goodbye. I hear you in the static between radio stations. I hear you in the click of the door. I hear you when the rain hits the pavement like you did on my floor. But your frequency is fading like a signal out of range, and I'm left with the inference of a love that's rearranged. You sounded great on paper, but terrible in a house, and I'm learning that a whisper is just a scream with a quiet mouth. This is the space where your voice used to be. Now it's an ocean inside of me. I swallow the words I never got to say, and drown in the silence you left in your wake. This is the space where your voice used to live, and I'm learning myself permission to finally believe that the space where your voice was is now the space where I breathe. I used to know the way you liked your coffee, black with half a sugar, never stirred. I knew the exact temperature you kissed me, the precise way you said my name when we were words. But now I wonder if you even remember the salt of my skin, like summer rain in embers, or if I've just washed away. I remember every flavor of you, the wine on your lips at midnight, the mint of your breath in the morning light. But you forgot the taste of me, like I was nothing but a recipe you cooked once and didn't keep. You forgot the taste of me, the sweetness of my honesty, the bitter bite of my goodbye, the salt of every my goodbye, the salt of every tear I cried for you. Like a song you used to sing, now I'm just a flavor you don't crave, just a meal you don't save. You forgot the taste of me, and that's the cruelest thing. I used to cook your favorite dinner, spaghetti with the sauce I learned from your mom. I played it up and watched you take the first bite, and you'd say it tasted just like home. Now I'm eating alone in the kitchen, and the food has no flavor at all, because every dish I make has a memory of you at the table so tall, so present, so sure, so mine. Now the recipe is just a design for a meal for one, and the taste is done. I remember the way you tasted like whiskey, and the way you tasted like regret. But you forgot the taste of me, like I was a cigarette you smoked once and threw away, like I was the ash of yesterday. You forgot the taste of me, the sweetness of my honesty, the bitter bite of my goodbye, the salt of every my goodbye, the salt of every tear I cried for you. Like a song you used to sing, now I'm just a flavor you don't crave, just a meal you don't save. You forgot the taste of me, and that's the cruelest thing. I kissed someone new last weekend, and I felt nothing at all. Not because they weren't beautiful, but because they didn't have your draw. But then I realized the tragedy is that you're out there kissing strangers, and you don't have a clue what it tasted like at our worst. You've erased the palette of our love, like a painter who forgot